it's Marian. Welcome to 25 Days of Plantmas. This is a special Mom Raises Life holiday series where I'll be talking about at least one of my plants per day, every day during Vlogmas. I'll be sharing with you the plant's journey with me ever since I've gotten it, all of our highs and lows, and of course how I care for and propagate the plant. So let's go check my plant event calendar and see which one of my plants I'll be sharing with you today. Today is day 15 of 25 Days of Plantmas. And the plant meals of the day is my Ficus Elastica. My Ficus Elasticas are plants that I had early on my wish list, and the very first Ficus Elastica that I actually wanted was the Taniki one, but it's actually the only one that I don't have right now. I'm still searching for the perfect one. I saw one at Lowe's, I believe, for $15, but for the size, I didn't think it was worth the money, although people are probably going to say, you're crazy, Marian, it's $15. Because I've seen Ficus Elasticas, like for this size, going for $42 at some plant boutiques. But I'm a cheapo, what can you do? But yeah, but this Ficus Elastica, I actually first got the Ruby Ficus Elastica from Home Depot, where they're only selling it for $9. But at that time, I wasn't really interested in buying it. I think I did a come shop with me, the very first come shop with me at Home Depot, where I got this Ruby Ficus Elastica, and I got it specifically for my sister because back then I wasn't into pink plants, but she wanted a pink plant for her bedroom. So this Ficus Elastica Ruby I actually specifically got for her, and then there were 3 plants in the pot, so I decided to take one of them out, and this is the one that is in my bedroom, and this one is mostly in her bedroom. And this burgundy Ficus Elastica, I got this while I was in New York, and it was part of my NYC Brooklyn plant haul. If you haven't seen it, link is up in the cards and down in the description. But this one I only got for $5 in New York Chinatown, which was amazing. And they were also selling a Taniki for $5, but they didn't look as good as this one, so I didn't get it. So I only got the burgundy Ficus Elastica. And this one is actually now a lot more common in garden centers. I actually seen this as a constant houseplant they sell in the houseplant section of the Lowe's that I usually go to. So I'm thinking of upgrading to a much larger burgundy Ficus Elastica because they're really, really nice. But I don't have the space for it right now, and this one I really like. I'm not sure if I want to give this one up, but if I'm gonna go and get a bigger one, I would probably have to let this one go. So I might do that either in a plant swap, gift it to a friend, or just sell it online. But either way, these are my Ficus Elastica, and I really love them. It took me a while to fall in love with the Ficus Elastica Ruby because, like I said, this one I specifically meant to give to my sister when I got it, and I wasn't really much into it. But when I started getting into pink plants, I really got into this one. And this holiday season, I was actually giving out my plants and plant propagations to friends as holiday gifts, as a way, to save money and also to spread the houseplant love, and hopefully that will kickstart their plant journey. I wanted to give this to one of my friends who has already started her plant journey, but this plant popped this beautiful almost all pink leaf. I just couldn't let this go now. This is mine now. Like if you've seen my IG stories the other day for Vlogmas, I was just cuddling with this plant because I didn't want to let it go. And so yeah, and even this one, the mother plant is still also growing a lot of new leaves, even though we're already almost in the middle of December. Like this one, this really, really red leaf that it has just popped out, and they also popped up this one, this really, really red leaf. So it's really amazing how these plants continue to grow when it's supposed to be already in dormancy, but I'm not complaining. And as far as this burgundy Ficus Elastica, it is also still growing. Like this one is a new leaf, and this one has grown twice its size since I've gotten it. Yeah, as far as watering this, what I heard about Ficus Elastica is they need consistent watering. So while I do wait for this soil to dry out before I water them, I usually make sure the watering schedule is consistent, which is between 7 to 10 days during the growing season, and now it's probably around 15 days during the winter season, and so far it has worked for me. That's the only thing that we need to be mindful for when it comes to Ficus Elastica, is to be consistent with its watering and let the soil dry out before watering it. So that's probably the only difference with the Fidelifig Ficus Loretta when it comes to care. With the Ficus Loretta, I only let it dry the top 2 inch of the soil, but this one I let the entire thing completely dry, because the leaves of the Ficus elastica are a lot hardier and a lot thicker than that of the Ficus lyrata. So this one could wait until its soil is completely dry out. So it's kind of like a Hoya in a way, but this requires a little bit more frequent watering than Hoyas. But yeah, as far as pest problems, I never had any pest problems with this one, any browning of leaves or anything. I mean, it's not a perfect plant. Like with this one, I could see some brownings at the back and stuff like that, and maybe slightly curling leaves, but nothing that would alarm me that I need to address right away or do a special remedy for them. So I feel like this is just like the natural life cycle and growth of the plant. But so for the most part, I never had any pest problems with this. And I think even including fungus gnats, I never even had fungus gnats with this one. But maybe because for these 3 plants, I've always bottom watered them ever since I've gotten them. So during its watering days, it's always just been bottom watering for this 3. That way I also don't overwater them when it is its watering day. And every watering day I do clean their leaves because they get a lot of dust. I use a water solution of lemon and coconut oil, and I just like wipe the leaves out. And I just wipe the leaves, and it's also a chance for me to inspect the leaves, whether it has any pest problems or any health issues. But like I said, so far I never had any big or I never really had big or alarming issues with my Ficus elasticas. These are very easy care, very easy to maintain plants, so they're very good for plant beginners as well. And I would say between this and the fiddle-leaf fig, this is a more plant beginner friendly plant than the fiddle-leaf fig. As far as fertilizations goes, I think I fertilized this during the growing season. I can't really remember, but if I did, I fertilized this with the 3:1:2 NPK ratio fertilizer, the same one that I use for my fiddle-leaf fig, because usually if it's the fertilization day for the fiddle-leaf fig or the monstera, that's when the rest of my plants get their fertilization as well. So they're kind of like the second or third sibling that gets the hand-me-downs from the oldest sibling, but that's the way it is. But so far, like I said, I never really had any big problems with them. The key with this plants is consistency, and that's what I have given it. And as far as my future plans for this plants, I haven't really propagated it except for, like I said, taking this one out from the mother plant. And this one I might separate as well, because there's like 3 different plants in this one, and maybe I'll give it away that way or sell it that way, or maybe just, you know, sell the whole thing by itself. I really don't know. But with this one, I might separate this too as well, instead of like repotting it into a bigger plant, because I don't want to put it in a bigger pot. I kind of want to keep it in the same size pot, since these plants are either in my room or my sister's room, and my sister's room is only slightly bigger than mine. And I hope to get the Taniki next growing season just to complete my Ficus Elastica collection. But yeah, but that's pretty much it for my Ficus Elastica, my Ruby Ficus Elastica, and my Burgundy Ficus Elastica, aka the rubber tree. That's our Plantmas story of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to tune in tomorrow for the next installment of 25 Days of Plantmas. And if you miss any episodes, all of them will be included in the playlist that links up in the card and down in the description. Thanks again for watching. I see you, I appreciate you, and have a plentiful holiday season, everyone. Bye!